Hey, what's up, y'all? It's underrated centers. I don't have a cool intro. I think my intro for the power forward one was decent. This intro is just me talking about how I don't have an intro. So, let's dive into this thing. Is Marc Gasol underrated? I feel like people appreciate the fact that he's a mid-range shooter, he's a defensive player who's damn good on that side of the floor when it comes to moving around. He's also a very good facilitator at the center position. But, I don't know, maybe because he's not super flashy, I don't know. I think people understand Marc Gasol and the Grizzlies as a whole at this point. I think we were just all like 4 years too late. Or maybe not, I don't know, this is me addressing that one. Same thing can be said for Al Horford, who's now a member of my Boston Celtics. Defends the whole floor very well, can hit mid-range, can hit threes, can post up a little bit depending on the matchup. He's also a damn good passer as well at the center position, and he's overall a guy who makes your team better, and him and Brad Stevens being together in the same system is going to be wild for me. I don't know if Horford's underrated, but whatever, I said it. You know who is underrated? Dwight frickin' Howard. And that's really weird to say because he's Dwight Howard, but with the amount of disrespect that Dwight Howard gets in today's NBA, you want to know the numbers he put up last year? He put up 14 points and 12 rebounds, while shooting 62% from the field. And look, is he moody? Yes. Is he gonna pout? Yes. Has he declined on defense? Yes. But people think the guy's trash. Dwight Howard is still damn good when it comes to running a pick and roll. He can still catch a lob. He's still gonna control the glass against most NBA teams. He's still a decent enough rim protector, and he's not a bad defensive player. He's just not as good as he once was. I think the biggest problem with Dwight is just like, teams are never 100% honest with him. You know, Doc Rivers said to DeAndre Jordan, look bro, you're going to run, jump, and dunk. We're not going to set any plays for you. Deal with it. And DeAndre has embraced it. No one ever told Dwight Howard that he's not an offensive player. He thinks he's a dude who deserves the ball in the post, which, you know, a few years ago, maybe that was the case. Now it's not. Hopefully Mike Budenholzer just says to Dwight, listen dude, if you run the floor, block shots, set screens, and do stuff at the rim, you're fine. Hopefully he says that to him. If he doesn't, then Dwight's going to be the same moody dude. But when it's going well for Dwight Howard, he's still really damn good, man. Jonas Valanciunas is interesting. He's physical as all hell. I think this is the year he finally takes off for the Raptors. He's been pretty decent for his career, but I think this is the year he really becomes a bit of a beast down there. And in terms of skills, I mean, he doesn't have the best post game in the world and things like that, but in just terms of being big and being strong and being just a presence down low, I think Valanciunas can make a hell of an impact. He was really damn good in the playoffs for the Raptors, so I think this is the year he takes off in the regular season. And now this one is my attempt to make Bulls fans feel better about Derrick Rose no longer being there. Robin Lopez can play defense, man. He is a very good defensive center who, when he's healthy and he's able to move and he's able to defend pick and rolls and stop guys before they get to the rim, he's pretty alright. And he actually has a not bad hook shot, which, to be fair, I'm not throwing the ball at Robin Lopez in the post, but if it ends up to him for whatever reason with about 5 seconds left, the offensive possession is not a complete wash. So Robin Lopez is going to be good for the Bulls this year. He's going to do some nice things for him defensively, and no one's going to give a crap, including me. Am I allowed to say Kelly Olynyk is underrated? 10 points per game, 46% from the field, 40% from three. If he's in the game, he's going to confuse the hell out of you because you got to have one of your big men defend him, or you can put a perimeter player on him, but then that messes up the rest of the matchups. I mean, look, all Brad Stevens had to do to nullify Hassan Whiteside was put Kelly Olynyk in the game because the Heat had no idea how to deal with Olynyk's shooting. Now that being said, Kelly Olynyk is soft as a sponge when it comes to anything inside the paint on both sides of the floor, and I don't expect him to grab too many rebounds, but the impact that he makes on the game, and maybe it's just because of Brad Stevens, he's pretty damn valuable. And I also think there's a chance that he's a 6th Man of the Year candidate this year for the Celtics because, I don't know, man. Brad Stevens, he makes it work. The guy's a friggin' genius when it comes to basketball. Nikola Jokic of the Nuggets. This dude is good. I think he made All-NBA first team or second team, one of the two. Didn't get a lot of notice because he was in Denver, but he's pretty damn talented. He's pretty good inside the paint, 54%, but he also already shoots 45% from mid-range, so he offers your offense a lot of versatility. And in his first season in the NBA, put up 10 points, 7 rebounds, while playing 21 minutes a game, playing all 80 games. That's pretty damn good for a rookie, man. Some other maybes. Is Steven Adams underrated? He's a defensive juggernaut for the Thunder. The impact he had against the Oklahoma City Thunder was wild, and he was a key reason why they almost pulled off the upset. If you can even consider that an upset, I don't know. Joffrey Laverne is going to do a lot of cool things for the Thunder, and I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Willie CauleyStein is going to be good for the Kings defensively. He's actually shown some life as a mid-range shooter. And, I mean, he didn't take too many last season, but he took more than enough to where it's like, oh, okay. Might be someone who can actually stretch the floor as a big man, at least out to about 15 feet, but hey, given how good I think he can be on defense, 15-footer from him is very valuable on the offensive side of the floor. I think I'm done. This sums up pretty much all the underrated players. I'm not going to do an overrated series because no one likes that. I'm done.